do a little short video here. I'm testing out some new settings on Open Broadcaster software, OBS Studio. I think they kind of changed the name over the last couple of years or whatever. They rewrote it. Evidently, somebody rewrote it to make it, well, I was reading on their website, they rewrote it to make it more, I was watching them, I've got it set up now so that I can control it on my laptop screen, but what you know, every time I switch, you don't have to see me get into the application, seeing the video feedback and all that. That's what I'm supposedly getting. I got it set. I still have it set on the delay, the 30-second delay, so I don't see it on YouTube. I've got YouTube open so I can see what's going on over there on the laptop, and you should be seeing my blog I made today about Open Broadcaster Studio software. They call it Broadcaster software now. OBS Studio, but they do mention OBS sometimes on their website. But there, I think I have a problem with my little setup because I don't have, my preview doesn't have my blog. It has the YouTube page. I thought it would follow wherever I go, but maybe I didn't set it right. Doing it with this, you know, even though I was using two screens, using my I'm using my monitor to look at because it's bigger, it's easier to see. And even though I was using two screens, they were mirrored. Yeah, it looks to me like if I switch to, I'm thinking that I'm looking at the preview in the application. Yeah, let's leave it like that. That way I can tell what I'm doing. It doesn't matter if I click on, yeah, see, I have a VNC opened up going into my other computer because I wanted to use I tried opening up my blog and YouTube in the browser, and it was just running the computer to death, like running the laptop to death. So I thought, okay, then I'll use my VNC. I'm going to do my presentation. I know the VNC window will show up when you have it mirrored, and so I'll do my presentation through VNC and let my computer do the web browsing work. But then I wanted to at least have the yeah, I can see, I'm seeing the delay. Well, you know, I have it on 30-second delay, but I'm beginning to see in the, I just let the live window on YouTube play. Let's, yeah. What do I have it set on? Okay, desktop. Good. I had it on the cam and desktop for a second, and I thought, I didn't know if I had changed it back or not. But I'm using a different mic. I'm using a little headset mic that's easier to hook up than, in order to get my SM58 off, if I have to move stuff on the desk and get the boom down. It's not hard, it's just a little bit of pain. But this is not what I was. One thing I did want to mention for myself is the main change I did. What I was really trying to do to make it work better is I changed in the settings to, I've been streaming to an MP4 file because that's my favorite file file format to use, because it seems to give the best quality file for the less file size, and really usually the less I thought it didn't use a lot of system resources either. either. But I got to thinking, I think this program came as a default to stream into FLV, which is Flash Video file. So I thought maybe it actually would work better. It wouldn't any problems with the streaming audio and video getting behind each other. I know FLV is probably I think it streams, probably uses less bandwidth in streaming than MPEG, maybe. And so anyway, I just thought since they made it the default, maybe that's what I should try. Because I don't remember if I tried it or not. I looked back through all my old test videos today, and I did see it in some screenshots I had on one of the videos, and I saw that it was actually selected, and I was talking about it, but the problem was the video wasn't working good and the sync was out, so I didn't know. That's the biggest problem with this live streaming, is getting the audio and video to sync. There is settings in some of these apps too. I think the video is always getting ahead of it's getting ahead of the video, but there are some delay settings you can do, and I may have to start playing with that. That may be the only way to get it fixed. I don't know if this one does that or not, and I don't want to mess with the settings with it going right now. But that's aggravating. I guess I can since I've already lost what I was trying to do, I'd have to go into the settings, I guess, to see somewhere in there. I've seen where you can tell the app, what windows it's supposed to capture, and I think I just have it set on. It'd be in the settings. Have it set on, whatever they call it, but just the desktop, the whole desktop, not a region or anything like that. But the other settings where like you can pick a monitor, and I'm so tempted to look in there. I'm going to look in there if I can. Okay, yeah, you can look in there without it. Hey, Don here, back again. Well, I got abruptly cut off whenever I changed my monitor settings back to what I usually use, the clone. It shut down the machine in the middle of my little test, so I wouldn't try that again. So now I'm back to just a plain mirrored screen. So when I do things on here, when I want to do my switching, I know I've done it before. I'll have to get in the see, looking the wrong way. Whenever I do my switching, then you can see I have to bring up the screen and visible to the recording view. So not what I really want. I'll just have to do this and then see how things come out. This may end up being worse. The main thing I want to know is, will this help? I want to open up the settings just to look in there. Will this help? I think I've done it before, I believe. Will this help? Let me see. Output. Yeah, I changed the output here to FLV. So I'm wondering if that will help with the keeping the audio in sync with the video and all that. Everything else, I haven't done anything fancy. I left pretty much, set my preferred folder. I left pretty much everything else to the defaults. There's one thing I could do. Oh yes, I got on video and it says output is currently active. Please turn off any outputs to change video settings. Yeah, and I don't think I changed the render. It's 3D11. There is OpenGL available in there. I might have changed that. I like to at least do 30 frames per second. I don't see any point doing 60. 30 has been good for TV for a long time. So I mean, this machine couldn't handle 60 frames per second for sure. It can barely handle what I'm doing. I didn't change all